CC on the beat. Yeah.
Alrighty, we're here for a pretty special moment. I'd say a milestone. Big milestone. So we're celebrating 10 years of Santino at Slip Rocks at the establishment. So firstly saying thank you for everything you've done for Slip Rocks and for the company. Both Carissa, myself and the kids are grateful to have someone like yourself be so loyal to Slip Rocks. So congratulations and thank you.
No worries, thank you. I appreciate the opportunity I've had to be loyal to the company and business and to everyone involved, and loved every 10 years of it.
10 years at Slip Rocks Barbershop. So let's go back. So how it all started. Now I think those that have come through the shop have probably heard this story a little bit, but
we never repeat stories.
Yeah, not really. So Santino was 14 years old. So 15. It was 2015, early parts of 2015. So Santino come in, got this, was it epoxy slick back or something?
It was a slick back. Yeah, I wanted a nice classic slick back. You know, I thought it looked really good. Didn't suit me at the time, but Sammy thought it'd be better to do a nice disconnected one. Anyway, that's a whole other story. It's 2014 for you. Sorry, 2015.
2015. So a young Santino rolls into, back then it was our old shop at Out of Control. So with his mum. So Santino at this point didn't talk. His mum did all the talking.
I was like a young, quiet Brad Pitt.
Yeah, you'd say that. So Santino did no talking. So his mum's doing all the talking for him. And Jody tells me, oh, you know, Santino would love to be a barber. And I said, oh, really, Saint? And he looked at me and he said, oh.
At this time, so I was Santino.
You were Santino. You weren't Saint. It was still Santino.
There was no
Saint. And he looks up at me. He says, oh, yeah. I said, okay. Oh, that's good. I said, well, I'll tell you what, mate. When you're 15 years old or just before you're 15 years old, come and see me. So I reckon it was the day of his 15th or very, very close to the day of his 15th. I get a text message from Santino.
From me, correct.
Correct. Saying, oh, hey, I've just turned 15 years old. You know, I'm just wondering, would you still be able to offer me this apprenticeship that we spoke about? So I called him because I'm not a texter. I hate texting. I'd rather just call, get the job done.
He can't spell.
Oh, I can spell it. Listen. So anyway, I get on the phone and I call Santino. And this quiet little hello on the other end. I said, hey mate, happy birthday for whenever your birthday is. I've seen your text. You're telling me you're 15. On Wednesday, after school, get your mum to drop you down, bring you a change of clothes and you can start. So Santino rolls in on this Wednesday. Jody pretty much walks him to the door and says hello. Santino, I don't even know if he said hello to me this day. And he stood in the corner with a broom. I remember Santino was a cute, chubby Brad Pitt lookalike, and
I hid behind the broom fine.
He tried to hold the broom and hide. Yeah, it was probably one of the first. Honestly, for the first 6 months, I don't think Santino spoke. I'm not even joking. Maybe a hello.
That's one of my highlights. Is not speaking. Not doing anything. Yeah.
So obviously then proceeded to do a school-based apprenticeship from year 10. So did school-based apprenticeship. So he was coming in on a Wednesday. 9. Oh, it was year 9. It was.
Yeah.
So he was doing a Wednesday after school, and he would come all day Friday. And then the odd Saturday when his mum didn't decide to take him away, it would get to a Friday afternoon and Saint would go, oh, Sammy,
I've got to take some time off.
Mum said, is it alright if we go to Adelaide tomorrow? I'm like, yeah, it's fine, Saint, you can do that. So, but yeah, look, and fast forward now, 10 years on.
Still do the same.
Yeah, similar. Yeah. Sometimes I'll just go, now that we're by appointment, I'll just go to a day, book someone in, and there'll just be a block out. And I'm like, oh, I guess Saint's having a holiday or going away.
Well, I asked the manager. They said yes.
He's the manager. In all honesty, it's been an amazing 10 years. So I've been fortunate enough as a boss, I guess, or whatever you want to call it, to watch him grow from legit this little quiet boy into the gentleman you are. So it's a testament to yourself.
Slightly older Brad Pitt.
Yeah, and a lot slimmer. But it's a testament to yourself, and you know, it's a friendship that a lot of people would see from being in here, but Carissa and I would look at Santino as if he's our eldest son almost. My kids call him Uncle Saint, and they probably will forever. So, it's been an amazing friendship, and I wouldn't, like I said, it's just an honour. So, thank you.
I appreciate that, and it's an honour for me too.
Good stuff. So, obviously, it's been an amazing 10 years. Well, from my point of view, it has been. In your 10 years, obviously, we've had some pretty fun moments. A couple of highlights. You got any highlights that come to mind?
Not a single one. So, not a single one. Yeah. No, there's been a lot. I did give this some good thought process, and it's still hard to think back on a whole 10 years. I'll start with an easy one to remember. Dingo rolls for lunch from Yo-Yo Joe's every Friday. That was peak. That was great.
You were pretty happy with those?
I was very happy with those. Other than that, there's been a lot. There was one time OT tried to choke me out. Couldn't do it. He tried and tried, just couldn't get it done.
There's a backstory to that. I might have told him
no backstory.
To stop, but anyway.
No backstory, never heard of that.
Fair enough.
A few other things. I remember buying a brand new hairdryer, and Chase was walking by, and he sent that halfway across the room when he caught his foot on it. I waited about 3 weeks for it to get delivered too. That's one of the early highlights. So I remember buying my first tool, which was a hairdryer. It was a $40 hairdryer, and it got sent to the next door, which was hilarious.
And just to put into content, Saint's been working for us for 10 years. I'm pretty sure that the scissors that he still uses to today are the pair that I gave him.
I brought my own hairdryer the other day again, so that's all right.
So after 10 years, he finally bought his second hairdryer.
I brought 3 hairdryers and 1 set of clippers.
Yeah, so and the rest he's almost like, that little brother that just gets all the hand-me-downs. That's Santino in the barbershop.
Well, I spend money on tools, mate. They don't make me money.
Fair enough.
Another highlight. I remember we were a bit down, a little bit upset. We just got told we're going into another lockdown, and it was me, OT, and Sammy at the back, and I think we were just having a chat. We were literally going home that night to then go into a lockdown for however long it was. And we had a little volleyball out there, and we're just kicking it. And we just said, it doesn't matter, just boot it. There's nothing out there that we can hit. Little did we forget that there was quite a tall mirror sitting in the corner. And sure enough, that got absolutely pulverised.
OT smoked it. Was it OT who smoked it?
Yeah, it was OT, yep. Smashed it.
7 years bad luck.
Yeah. So that was a great little moment. Another good highlight. I remember it was 2023, maybe? Yeah, 2023. Maybe 2022, we're on our Christmas party, which we go to Adelaide for each year. Sammy at the ripe age of, he would have had to be around, it would have been around 30. Yeah, you were 30 by then. Just thought it would be a phenomenal idea to, ding-dong ditch, but when I say ding-dong ditch, I mean smash on a hotel bedroom door about four doors away from ours, and then struggle to get the keys out to get in. That was a highlight. That's out of the shop, but it was with the work boys, so that counts.
Yeah, that was good.
So that was very funny. It was good too because we anticipated, because I think it was OT kept saying, we'll do it, and Sammy was like, no boys, the room's in my name, don't do anything stupid, we're not doing stuff like that, we're adults. And we thought, okay, it's been a bit serious about it, it's just a little prank, but okay, we won't. And then he decided to do it, so that was good.
Good times.
They were good times. This is probably quite the opposite of a highlight. Never having a good speaker in the shop. That's always going to be a memorable moment. Sammy's always about finding a good deal when it comes to audio. And I'm talking $30 Beats by Dre
My nunu bought the Beats by Dre home from Thailand, and he told me it's a good speaker.
Yeah, I appreciate it, but when it turned on and it says Bluetooth mode, it's not legit. Okay?
It's legit.
And it never worked well. But anyway, we use that for, I think, the
conversations are always good at the barbershop. We shouldn't need a good speaker.
I think we only use that for the short term of 6 years. And then
value for money, $30, 6 years.
Money.
Can't go wrong.
Yeah, phenomenal. And then we upgraded to some Sony speakers, and they were actually really good until the bass blew. And then from that, we thought, okay, cool, we're going up in the ranks. Until Sammy went and brought a $100 JBL speaker, which was listed for $130 at a store, and he worked him down to $100 to save himself $30 on probably world's top 10 speakers.
My speakers aren't. It should have a good stock system. Everything should have a good stock system.
Yeah, everything should have a good stock system, but you've got to pay for the good stock system. You can't. You're better off cutting a hole in a McDonald's cup and chucking your phone in there and having that as a speaker, I think, than half the ones you've brought. Better bang for buck anyway.
Good.
Another highlight. It was the first time I was ever late for work. I was about an hour late for work. Well, I got told to. I woke up. We started at 7:30. I think I woke up at 7:35 to a phone call from Sammy asking where I am. And I said,
more to make sure he was okay. Because it was something that Saint would never have done.
I was panicking, and he said, it's all good, just come in at 8:30. I still rocked up at 8:15, being how efficient I am. So I like to say, I see that as a bit of a, I don't know, bit of character about myself, how good I am. I was early, technically, for the second time.
For the late,
Sammy then, with a bit of peer pressure from the other lads that work here, he felt he needed to tell me off. And that resulted in probably one of the most laughable.
It was a good spray. It was a good spray.
Good's a bit of it. I don't know. I don't know if you'd use good, but it did result in a tennis racket getting smashed on the ground in front of me, which I brought, mind you. I spent $15 on that, so I don't know if you want to reimburse me for that.
Typical of Saint, he probably wants me to transfer him. The bloke, I'll tell you one thing that I've got with Saint, is after 10 years, the bloke wouldn't shout if a shark bit him.
No worries. That's okay.
Saint comes to my house nearly every single Friday night for dinner.
Used to come.
That's true. I didn't stop inviting him. He got busy.
Started going to the gym.
I don't think the bloke paid for one. He even got to a point where he started bringing his fiancée and she was ordering and he offered maybe, I reckon, once out of every 6.
No, I made a deal. It was one in every 6, I'd give you $50.
Yeah,
So I ate about $300 worth for my 50, which I thought was good.
Value for money. That's why, and then he wonders why I can't spend money on a speaker at the barbershop.
Yeah, well, got nothing for that one, but
Good. Now, obviously, 10 years in the industry. It's been a long time. What would you say in that time of you cutting hair, style or hairstyles as such? What's been your favourite part so far?
I will say the last few years of work have probably been my favourite, considering I've been a bit older. Obviously, life's different when you're out of school and everything like that. But if I had to talk about a specific era in barbering, a specific time in barbering, 2015 to 18 sort of started to fizzle out in 2018 when all your slick backs and part lines and skin fades were extremely popular. You're using a lot of pomade. That was probably one of the, I think, coolest eras. Obviously, I was only starting out for those first few years, so I only probably got just the back end of that era. But it was cool to watch and learn from that, because I think that's what barbering is traditionally. Yep. But also I like where barbering's gone to nowadays as well. Like any sort of career, there's pros and there's cons to all types of work.
Absolutely. Yep.
But it's good. It's thriving again, and it's thriving in a different way to what it used to back in the day. But I think it's good. It's the new way of it happening.
All right, Saint. So obviously, anyone that comes through the barbershop would see that our workstations are up to the individual barber. You can put whatever you want on there, as in stickers, whatever you want. So
explain don't tease mirror, doesn't it?
Yeah, a little bit all over the place. So obviously your mirror, which is behind you there, what would you say in your workstation or on your mirror, what would be what's your favourite sort of thing that you've got on there, item you've got on there?
Favourites? It's quite easily the graded PJ Tucker card. The plain and simple, when it comes to NBA, he's the GOAT. There's no one better, no one with a better career, longevity-wise, stats-wise. He's the GOAT. So that would definitely be my favourite thing on the mirror. It's a little bit sentimental to me as well, as my brother Dante gifted it to me.
Okay.
So, got to do that. A few honourable mentions up there. We got a set of Supreme clippers that was somewhat from you when I finished my apprenticeship.
Yep.
It was a part of a bundle deal that I half bought and you half bought. I don't think you really offered, I just told you. Yeah. But this is what's happening.
That's normal.
A few clients have given me things. Shout out Tyson
Giles, got your
Giles.
picture on the mirror,
Yep.
Pretty special.
And that's it, A Everything else is just a perfectly curated masterpiece that I've made. You know, I want to be humble about it, but it's genuinely perfect.
I love it. My last question for you, mate. Now, again, 10 years in the industry, 10 years at Slip Rocks. What is your one go-to tool in your station? So one thing that if I grabbed it from your workstation and you go, shit, like I'm in trouble.
The wild clipper comb.
Legit? This
is it.
That's the tool?
This is it. You can take all my other stuff because it's fine. I'll just use anyone else's around me, but that comb.
You need the comb.
Can't cut hair without that comb. Everyone says it's not for scissor over comb, it's not for comb. Well, it's a comb and it works, and it's the only one that works.
It gets the job done.
Gets the job done and more.
Perfect. All right, Saint. Well, again, thank you so much. 10 years at Slip Rocks.
Thank you.
It's been an honour.
Thank you.
And I hope for another 50 years to come.
I want to say thank you to all my clients, all the loyal clients, all the once-off clients, everyone that's come through the doors, sat in my chair, or come through the business and supported the business at any time. Thanks for a great 10 years. And
awesome.
Thank you to you as well, Sammy. It was a great 10 years, and it will be another great 3 weeks. I'll give it a week for my 2 weeks noticing. But no, it's been great. I really appreciate everything you've done.
Nah, it's an honour, mate. And, this barbershop wouldn't be what it is today without
me.
with yourself
I know.
and all the boys. But, I appreciate you and all the best.
Thank you.
Done.